What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the 91st episode of the Hot Takes Podcast. It's our road to 100 episodes. Very exciting. We got a very special guest, but at the same time, she's kind of a rando, so we're going to have to blur her face in and change her voice. Yeah. Say hi to the camera.
Hi. Just found her on the block.
We decided to do a random interview and just have her on to talk about life and everything like that. No, not really. We actually have my sister here, Gia McKnight, finally on the podcast after all these episodes.
Finally.
Yeah. And we're going to be talking about school, how it is during COVID, all sorts of stuff, sororities, everything like that. How's your summer been so far?
It's been good. Working a lot and then hanging out with my friends. It's weird going without, seeing my friends that I've lived with for the past 9 months to living sometimes as much as 5-6 hours away from them, where I went from seeing you every single day, morning and night, and now it's see you in September, from May. So it's weird, but I'm definitely having fun. It's definitely nice reuniting with my hometown friends too from high school, so it's fun.
I feel like you guys were also in a convenient spot where at Monmouth you had a lot of people that at least stayed on campus during that craziness. I know I was talking to you during it, and you'd say there's some people that go home, but the ones that were local would stay home and come to school, or the ones that were just doing remote shit would stay on campus or whatever. So I feel like that was good, where a lot of other campuses weren't the same way.
No, it definitely was. And honestly, I remember even last summer, I was so anxious that we might not even go because Monmouth, since we're a private school, it's do whatever the fuck you want. It's you don't technically have to follow state guidelines because you're not a state public school. It's a private school.
Right.
So, they took their time and fully making a plan as to the safest way we could go back to school. But meanwhile, all these state schools were you're not going until spring. You're not going until spring. And then some private schools did it too. So me and at first I lived in a suite and then I moved to a traditional dorm. But me and my suite at the time were just what's gonna happen? I was so excited to go, especially after my shitty ending to my senior year where I didn't get my last softball season, I didn't get graduation or prom, nothing like that. It was this is what we've been looking forward to, and we might not even get that.
Yeah. Explain to everyone what year you are, what school you're going to, and everything like that.
Yeah, so I'm going to be a sophomore in college. I go to Monmouth University, and I'm in a sorority. I'm in Phi Sigma Sigma. And,
Sign up.
Yeah, the sign up. What is the sign?
This, I think.
Corny.
We can't even put up. Shit, this might be it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie. I really because when we were pledging, we our new member Ed was the founders, whatever. But even our pledge mom, since everything was online because we couldn't meet in person, it's a chapter of how many 100 and something girls. My pledge class alone was 38.
Oh shit.
So
what?
My pledge class is 38 girls, including me.
You know what my pledge class was?
14.
7.
2.
Damn. What?
What?
It was just me and one other person.
Wait, really?
Okay, that's weird.
I didn't even pledge, and I had a bigger pledge class. I'm not even in a fucking frat, and I had more people.
Because I know some fraternities, they'll rush in the fall, they'll rush in the spring. Usually fall pledge class is a little smaller because.
So were you fall?
What?
Were you fall or were
No,
you
I was spring. That's only fraternities at Monmouth.
Oh, okay,
sororities, we're only allowed to rush in the spring.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a school rule? Or that's just that's your sorority rule with it?
No, every sorority at Monmouth does not rush in the fall.
Just for freshmen or for any grade?
For any grade.
Damn.
My thought on it was that they wouldn't rush in the fall because they want to make sure these freshmen get their grades up first before they start partying and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. So when I rushed spring semester, I had, the rule was that you had to have a 2.75 GPA to even be eligible to rush.
That's out of 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
College?
Yeah.
All right.
And if you don't, try again next year. Tough luck. Not tough luck. You did it to yourself. But with this year, with online and everything, it was if you did not get that,
I mean, 2.7, isn't that like a C? Just like,
yeah,
isn't that a C?
yeah.
Like, it's a C or a C+.
If you didn't get that, like, it was so easy to cheat.
C's get
so
the
all virtual, yeah.
So easy to cheat. That to the point where, like, okay, you're trying to fail.
You're trying to not be in this sorority.
You're literally trying to fail. And then, like, the worst is, like, you know, girls will go into it knowing their GPA and thinking that there'll be an exception, but, like, if a president or, like, a membership recruitment chair says, oh, here, let me, like, make an exception for you.
Yeah.
And
you got to make an exception for everyone. But it's like, it is funny how, I mean, you kind of bring that up, and I feel like me and Frank talk about this all the time. It's like funny to see how the generation you're in, because I don't think we're that far apart, even though we, like, are. It's funny to see that I feel like a lot of people over time there's someone that always wants a handout, right? Or always, oh, well, my mommy or daddy gives more money, or 100%. Oh, do you know who I am? Or all of my sisters rushed here. It's like,
that's what I was going to say. It's even another thing like that, you know, legacies.
Yeah, oh my God.
In Greek organizations. Like, sometimes you meet this girl and it's like, she's nice, of course, but like, because not every sibling or not every... You know, the apple sometimes doesn't always fall from, like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's all because your parent had or your sister had one type of personality doesn't mean you're going to. It could
be totally different.
So, you know, like, Greek organizations, it's all about finding your home, finding your brothers or sisters for life, like, the people that you want to, like, in your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, because you're a legacy in that, is it really fair for you to automatically have a bid because your parent or your sister was in it?
Yeah.
Like, what if that's not where you fit in?
Exactly, yeah.
It's very true. Luckily for my fraternity, we had an old head, like back in the day, was in the fraternity. And then a kid that was maybe 2 grades older than me was in the fraternity that he was Legacy. We literally call him Legacy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then his younger brother also joined after him. Luckily, it was the right fit and everything.
Yeah, no, I'm not
like,
saying, like, maybe it is, but,
like, it's not all cases, right? Yeah, for sure.
Shit's insane.
It is.
Like,
it is.
Just as a bystander, because, again, like, I didn't ever pledge, and I wasn't in a fraternity, but, like, I had enough of my friends that were in fraternities to know. But then, also, like, it's very funny because unnamed people, I know a couple friends, 1 or 2 in particular, that, like, I saw their process, and, like, yo, I'm sorry, but, like, no. Like, I'm not, like, you know, like...
It's not for...
It's not for everyone.
And
not.
2,
but,
is it worth your time?
The thing is here's the thing. Like, I don't have a problem with fraternities or sororities. Like, I'm okay with that. Yeah. So Montclair was weird because Montclair, my freshman year, was not big with fraternities and sororities. Yeah. It was not big at all.
Yeah.
My sophomore year, I came back onto campus, and I'm not even kidding you. I lived freshman and sophomore year on campus. Junior, senior, I moved out.
Yeah.
Bro... That sophomore year I came on, and it was like they had multiplied by 100.
Yeah.
There was every fraternity, every sorority, and it went from my freshman year, I was like, oh shit, we're all going to be mad close, because Montclair is a small on-campus school, big commuting school.
Yeah.
Everyone commutes there, but when you're on campus, you can build, like, everyone that I knew my freshman year, I, like, still know of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I tell you my sophomore year completely changed... We're a knockoff Rutgers. It's that simple. Like, it's very simple in that sense that, like, again, a lot of North Jersey kids, mommy and daddy didn't want to send you to Rutgers, so they bought you a BMW and told you to go to Montclair. I swear to God, that's like how it was. But I was only saying it in, like, I would have honestly probably been in a fraternity if I had, like, kind of had that groundwork my freshman year.
Sure.
And, like, it was a little more solid. But I don't drink, so, like, I would have never wanted to be put in a situation where someone's like, well, you have to. It's like, no, my choice. Same thing with, like, what we're going to talk about later, the hazing fact.
Yeah.
I know guys that, like, what they went through, it's like, oh, listen, I'm happy that those are your brothers for life.
Yeah.
You went through that together, so that's awesome. I guess that's your closest to Navy SEAL training that you'll get. But, like,
100%.
But at the same time, it's like, you're not going into the military. And some of the shit I've heard or seen or, like... The states I've seen people in, I'm like, I don't know if that was good for your mental health necessarily, you know? So, like, that's where I think the negative connotation comes in with fraternities and sororities. So that's why, like, when you were saying where you're at, that's really good to hear, because especially with girls, guys suck because we just don't give a shit.
Yeah,
like, let's do it.
Well,
you guys are, like, a little more, like, cliquey and mean.
Yeah.
So, like, when it comes to pledging a sorority that could possibly be mean, that's mentally draining too, you know?
You know, at Monmouth, we are a dry school.
Yep.
So a couple years ago, I guess I won't name the particular organizations that were involved, but
smart.
A couple years ago,
good.
2 organizations, they had a mixer, shit went down, someone drank and drove, and like people died.
Yeah.
And you know, that's taken like someone's life obviously will always be taken very seriously. All of Greek life got kicked off campus. Yep. You know, not to say that people weren't doing underground shit, but like, you know, that we weren't, no letters on campus, no talk about it on campus, nothing like that. You know, was all before I was even at Monmouth. Yeah. This was when you guys were in college.
You were in like 3rd grade.
Yeah, when we got put back on campus, those 2 organizations were kept off.
Yep. Gotcha.
And, you know, anyone who has visited Monmouth, knows about Monmouth, goes to Monmouth, knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yep. But they're still, like, alive, just underground.
Yeah.
But
they live in the shadows.
They live in the shadows, right.
Yeah. But as far as hazing, like, there have been some bad things at Monmouth, too. Yeah. And I remember one of my best friends for Monmouth, he's in, like, the fraternity I always hang out with.
Yeah.
His dad went there, and while his dad was going there was a hazing thing where they had to, like, bury you in the sand, whatever, and he drowned. Like, they left him there.
He, like, suffocated.
Yeah, the sand collapsed on his chest. That's wet sand on your chest.
Oh, yeah, no,
you're dead. And they left him there as part of, like, hazing, whatever, and I looked it up, too, and, you know, it said it, like, it was there, and like, I was like, holy
news outlets
shit.
and everything.
Yeah.
But this guy survived?
No, he died.
The dad?
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, my God.
But that was just, like a story that he was telling.
When the dad was there, it was a story
that happened. And I was like,
wait, the dad died?
Yeah, right.
Wait 1 second.
But
froze his eggs.
It was crazy. I was like reading it online, and I was like, oh my God. And you know, there's TikToks out. Like, I follow this one girl whose boyfriend died at Bowling Green State University, I think.
Bowling Green. It's in the middle of the South.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
When you say, like, a school like that, you're like, fuck, alright, makes sense.
But, like, we're not allowed to drink at all during our process. Yeah. Not at all. And if you do, you get dropped. Yeah. Like, there's no exception, you know, no smoking, no nothing. Nothing.
Can't smoke bogues?
I mean, if you prefer to.
Can you smoke a Juul?
Can't vape the Juul?
No. You definitely can do that, but, like, no weed, no alcohol, no nothing. Because, again, like, you know, you do, like, favors, like giving rides to girls so that they don't drink and drive. Gotcha. Like, same thing with the guys.
Both of those things are illegal for someone your age, so it wouldn't matter anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah, great.
A lot of stigmas we're bringing up here. Another stigma about fraternities and sororities that a lot of people bring up, it's like you ask them, why didn't you ever join a fraternity or sorority? And he's like, I don't want to pay for my friends. You know, that's the other thing too. The dues.
Yeah, no.
The dues that you need to pay per week, per month, whatever the case may be.
I've said that before. Trust me. I'm the first person to say I used to say that, and like my tone has changed with it. I think it like kind of similar to what I was saying before. It like depends, right? Like I feel like have a good situation, and like I know your fraternity, you guys were mad close too. So like I don't really care with it. Like if you have a good groundwork with it, and you can, again, you're not going to be best friends with all 130 whatever.
Yeah, no.
Like that's not how it is.
Right.
But it's different with like, again, I know a couple of my buddies that had fraternity brothers that I loved, bro. Like I hung out with all the time when I was at school.
Yeah.
But the problem then became there were some people that were just like those people, and I'm like, bro, you're in a fraternity. Like, that doesn't give you any, like, leg up on me as a person. At your school, yeah, sure, you can get into parties I can't. Sick. Like, I don't, great.
Yeah, right.
But it's like, you're by no means a better dude than I am because you were a Phi Sig Sig or whatever, like, that's not how life works.
I hate egos like that, too. I really do hate egos like that. And, I mean, that whole thing is like, I don't want to pay for my friends. It's actually a valid... It's a valid reason because there are broke ass college kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
100%. But
you gotta look at it in the long run.
I also think that if you can pay for it, do it. I went into college not I had no interest in
friends
joining. I had
no. Be alone.
I had no interest in joining a sorority because like there's always that like stereotype where you know you walk into a sorority house and they're like, welcome, and I was like, that's not me.
Like cornball TikToks.
I was like, that's not me, and I don't want that to be me.
Did you see the Chick-fil-A one? Did you see that one?
No.
You didn't see that?
No.
There's one, it's like they're doing the dance in like the side and somebody's recording them and pans over and there's a guy waiting with a Chick-fil-A.
I did see that.
He's like, Chick-fil-A don't get paid enough for
I did see that.
Fucking hilarious.
You know, when I went into college thinking that, I was like, it's just not me.
It's not for you.
It's whatever. And then, you know, I'm walking around campus. I went out a couple times and I met all these girls and it wasn't about the clapping and the like rush this. It's like find your home. Like if
it wasn't
you fit
about
in somewhere. Like
it wasn't about them recruiting you. It was about like, oh, I kind of fuck with you. So I could maybe vibe with this on a larger scale, right?
Yeah,
because it's
exactly.
like, I mean, you could meet literally one person that you like in a sorority and be like, this is my home, or you could meet someone in a sorority that's not your home and still be friends with them. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the other big stigma with sororities and fraternities. Yeah. Like,
their rivalries.
There's fucking beef.
Yeah,
like,
right.
There is.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Greg.
I mean, I'll say it.
Broke the glass. She's like, let's fucking
yeah, right.
It's stone cold.
No, I'll say it. Like, it's bad, especially at Monmouth within sororities. It was bad this year, especially because of COVID and everything. No one was supposed to be going out.
Yeah.
No one. But there were the organizations that would go out and then take pictures of girls going out, even though if you take a picture of someone, that means that you were there.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
that's true.
But they send it in anonymously to Greek Life at Monmouth.
It's happening at my school too.
And you know, it's a shit show. Like, we all want to have fun. We're all trying to make the best out of the shittiest situation for college. Like, going to college in pandemic, it sucks.
No,
it sucks.
But
fuck that. You know what? Like, people, like, upperclassmen, especially my sorority, had always told, like, my class, like, we feel so bad for you. We feel so bad for you. And I'm like, honestly, like, obviously, no disrespect. This is just how I feel. It's like, I feel worse for you guys. I have never been to college.
Mic drop. Yeah. She just fucking mic dropped on them. Feel bad for you, bitch.
Because it's true. Like, I've never been to college before this year, so I don't know what college life is like outside of pandemic. You know what I mean? Like, you guys got to experience it. You guys got it ripped away, and then you came back to nothing that was even close to normal.
Yeah, nothing that was the same.
You're reminiscing on all these memories from last year when they're not even close to the ones that you're making this year because of COVID.
Yeah, right.
Like, my memories this year was my college experience memories because I have never experienced it differently. So I had the time of my life. I wouldn't take it back for a second, even if there was normal college.
Yeah.
Because that's what I experienced.
It's about how you make it, like you said. I mean, like, you know, it's not like it was better or worse. Personally, would I have wanted to go to even high school or college when this was going on? No. But, like, when you think about it, again, you're younger than us, so you live in a little bit of a different society where, bro, if I was in high school my senior year, I mean, it would have sucked. Because, like, our senior class, most senior classes are close. I think we had a pretty good senior class. We had a huge senior class that was close.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, like, in 2013... shit wasn't like it is now.
No.
So, like, technology, like, I mean, bro, we were on the iPhone 4?
Imagine how it would have been. Really, imagine
I was on an Envy when I started my high school
without
career.
Zoom and Skype and all this stuff.
Everybody would have been ripped.
You want to know what we would have had?
We would have been on Uvu. We would have been on Uvu. Chat roulette. I would have been like, shit, all right, let me find my fucking classroom.
Let me find my teacher.
Some guy's dick, no problem.
Yeah, right.
Keep going, like, literally would have fucking been. But, oh my God. No, but I know what you're saying. Like, you can't downplay how someone's living their life with it. Like, trust me. I mean, I know people that were literally getting their senior year, like you said, with softball, baseball-wise, that could not finish their senior year and then went to college. Like, me for football, I sucked. I sucked at football. Straight up. Like, I'm a better athlete now than I was in high school, and I fucking hate myself for it. Like, it's the worst thing ever. I'm literally more athletic now, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You waited until you were 26 to get athletic, you asshole? Fuck you. But like, I would never change my senior year for the world because it was the last time I put pads on. Like, that, I know that sounds corny, but, like, it does make me sad.
No,
because,
100%.
Like, bro, putting pads on for football was fucking disgusting, but, like, it rocked at the same time.
Yeah.
So, like, looking back, like, I always talk to Shane McGee about it. Like, we always talk about it. Like, we never got to suit up again after that. So, like, imagine that, but you lose a year. And, like, it's your senior year. That's, like, that last year that you can, like, do it all.
And,
you know,
what was
insane.
even worse about it was that I was supposed to play college ball.
Yeah, I remember you were,
the sport that I played was, like...
softball.
I played softball.
All your life.
It was everything to me. And I was always an athlete growing up. Always. I did gymnastics.
Weird flex. All right.
But I just... It was heartbreaking because I decided against playing softball for many, many reasons. Yeah. And that was like, you know, football got their season because it was in the beginning of the year.
Of course,
basketball got their season because it was in the middle of the year. Everyone got their season except for spring sports, which sucked because...
Oh my God, because you were a senior, so March. Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was like...
Old ass.
Our 10-year reunions.
I don't know.
Sister. Back. Yeah.
Fuck off.
You know,
God damn it.
I was looking forward so much to playing for like my last time and ending it with like, you know, where I started, which was in high school. Like, I remember even my coach, like Coach Stoya. He's not the coach anymore, but he, like the first varsity game, he was like, "All right, you're in." My freshman year, I was like, "What?"
Sick.
I was like, what are you talking about? And from there, it was like, no one else was in the show. Like, I put my mind to it.
Yeah,
and
of course.
That's what I had for my senior year. I was like, okay, this is going to be my best season yet. I'm going to end it off with a bang. Then it got all taken away from me. Like, my last day of school was Friday the 13th, of course. I remember it so vividly.
March, right?
Yep.
March 13th?
Yep. They sent out a email to all the parents, hey, we're not going to be back for 2 weeks. And I remember my coach just looking at me and being like, for softball, no matter the circumstance, no matter what happens, the season has to be over by June 1st. Has to be. And we start scrimmages the week after tryouts.
Yeah.
We can't technically play in games unless we participated in 6 scrimmages. It was impossible. My season was already taken away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because they thought it was going to be this 2-week thing, but even though it wasn't, even if it was, I would not have had my season.
Yeah, damn.
So it's like... It sucked. I remember, and I had my car at school. I had Dad come and, like, sign me out. I was like, I don't even want to be here. I was hysterically crying in the cafeteria. All my friends, like, we're all hugging each other because, like, now the lacrosse players, the baseball players, we're all like, this sucks.
All in the same boat,
of course,
this sucks.
Everyone loses that, exactly. Like, damn, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, so, really quickly... When did you make the decision you weren't going to play anymore? Like, because usually people get recruited all the way from freshman year. So, like, let's say you were a junior. When did you make the decision you're like, I'm not playing in college? Or, like, did you get recruitments that you were like, fuck, this kind of, like, sounds pretty nice. Maybe I should go. What was the deal?
So, at first, I was going to Florida to play.
Where in Florida? Just, like...
Gainesville.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was, like, freshman, sophomore year.
Uh-huh.
And then our mom got diagnosed with cancer.
Of course.
And I was like, okay, not happening.
Back burner.
Not happening. Yeah. And I always wanted to go far. Like, far.
You've wanted to go far literally since you were, like, 10 years old. What's up, G? I want to move out. Sick. They're talking to you. Like, what? Okay.
Like, I don't know why. I don't know if it's, like, not that I hate New Jersey. I don't particularly like Jersey, which is odd coming from me because I go to school in Jersey.
Yeah, but
it's just... To me, like, Monmouth is just the perfect school that it would be... Right now, it's a 9.5 out of 10. It would be a 10 out of 10 if it was in Florida.
Sure.
Like
I mean, you got the
that's
weather.
Amazing.
Yeah, like, I don't like the cold.
I wish you were not here.
Yeah. Like, if Monmouth wasn't Monmouth, I would probably have gone to Towson, which was my second choice.
Okay.
But,
good school.
You know, after my mom got diagnosed with cancer, I was like, there's no way I'm leaving because, listen, she could be cancer-free by the time that I'm gone, or she could be...
Could not. No. Yeah.
And I decided away from that, so I didn't even, like, when I was thinking about recruitment, I wasn't even sending emails to southern schools, western schools, none of the above. Like, it was strictly northeast.
Yeah.
And then I started getting in touch with the Monmouth coach, and my mom, and my dad, we all went to go visit, and I was like, whoa. Like, and I have been there, like, maybe twice when I was, like, young, because our brother, he competed in track meets there a couple times. So, like, I remember I was too young to stay home alone. So, like, mom and dad had to bring me along. And I remember it being beautiful. But, you know, now I'm older. Now this is where I'm spending the next 4 to 8 years, depending on my major. Like, it needs to count. So I remember going and I was like, whoa. And I was just like, this is where I want to be.
Yeah.
So that was junior year. And then I had a really, really rough summer going into my senior year. Yeah. My mental health was all over the place, which, thank God, it's a lot better now. Mm-hmm. But I was just like, you know what? Plus, my body was deteriorating. I have injuries upon injuries upon injuries just because
how old?
I'm going to be 19 on Sunday.
Great, sick.
Like,
awesome.
Like, my body, even now, like, I played, like, a little, like, throw-together fun tournament 2 months ago, and I couldn't walk for 2 weeks. Like, I was in bad shape.
Yeah. Shut up, Jess.
I'm not even kidding. Mom and Tommy had to give me massages every night. I'm not kidding. Mom and Tommy, they were like, Mom was like, what the fuck is this knot in your back? I was like, Mom, I can't throw.
19-year-old. Yeah, right? Paralyzed because of a pickup softball game. Alumni game. Yeah. Oh, my God.
And not even that. I was just out of shape. Like, I hit a triple, and, like, I got to third, and I was like,
well, you might not be out of shape, but you're not in that shape. Because I don't think you weigh more than 100 pounds. No, but like, not to say you're not in shape like that, but there's a difference between like
athletic shape.
Yes, exactly. Like,
so,
oh my God.
That was that, and I kind of decided, I would say October of my senior year, like,
you were just done with it.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna work my hardest for this last season, and then I'm done.
Yeah, but that happens. You know?
Yeah, and it happens, and honestly, a lot of people, a lot of family members or people from Monmouth who went to my high school, who knew, like, that was my goal to play in college.
Yeah, of course.
Always ask me, like, don't you miss it? And I'm like, I won't lie. I miss it more than anything. Mm-hmm. Like, that was, I came home, I went to practice. I came home, I went to the gym. Like, something, always something. And I miss it every day. Like, that was my life. But if I played softball in college, especially at Monmouth, I wouldn't have joined a Greek organization. Yeah. I would not have met the people that I met, which, to me, I genuinely, most sincerely believe that those are the people that are going to be at my wedding. Yeah. Because it's only been a year, and I feel like I can tell them my deepest, darkest secret, and they would be like, okay.
And that's awesome.
And that's it.
That you can talk to them that way, yeah.
And, you know, high school, everyone thinks they're the shit. Everyone thinks they're this and that. And I had a great friend group in high school. I'm still friends with them now. Mm-hmm. But even, like, a lot of my friend group didn't go to college. Mm-hmm. They decided to stay and work, which with the pandemic was pretty common. Yeah. But you know, I don't regret not playing in college. Do I think that I would have enjoyed it? 100%. Yeah. Because I am in a better place now, but I don't think, you know, I don't regret my decision of not playing.
Right. Gotcha. So first day into college, right? I want to know what your experience was like, how you were feeling within yourself. Like, first day in, all by yourself, right? I could tell you my story of it too. But, like, was it like a culture shock for you almost? Were you nervous, scared? How were you feeling that first day?
You know, the days leading into moving into college, I was really upset because all my friends were leaving and my best friend left, and that, like,
they went
was, like,
far too, right?
A night, not far, but, you know, I'm 40 minutes tops with traffic from here.
Yeah.
And you know, even, like, Rowan is an hour and a half. Yep. Towson is 2.5. Yeah. Like, my friends who went to Penn State, that's 4 hours. Like, that's deep, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that far. I can drive there, but we're all in school. We're all in the same boat. No one's actually going to visit each other unless it's a break. Yeah. And I was getting really upset because I was just like, you know, I'm one of the last ones to move in. I'm all by myself, whatever. And then, but I was so excited to move in. I had all my stuff packed like 4 weeks in advance, like everything.
I remember that.
Yeah. And I was like,
she's so independent. She's like, fuck it. Get out of here. 27. You're 12, G. Literally going to middle school. You're not moving out yet.
Yeah, right.
My parents were just like, well, like, come take the dogs. I was like, I'm packing. They're like, you're not moving in for 6 weeks.
Like 2 months. You didn't graduate yet, Jay.
Yeah, literally. And that was, like, a big part. I was just excited to be on my own. Yeah. And because I like being alone, like, even though that sounds so weird. Like,
not anymore. I don't think
very
so.
Common now. Yeah.
I like being alone. I like my alone time. It's like, I'm very social too, but I have a social battery. Like, I can be with you for so long and then, like, get the fuck out of my face.
need
Like,
to recharge.
let me be alone.
Yeah.
Like, let me scroll on TikTok for 2 hours
She's
by
got
myself.
3 minutes with you max, and then after that, it's like she turns brain off. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, right.
But moving into college, I remember my ex-boyfriend, you picked me up from his house, and I was in tears.
Yeah, right.
And, you know, I'm not with him anymore, but I was...
You said that so optimistically.
I was in tears, just so sad. Like, leaving my dogs was bad.
Not us though. Not the family
didn't give a
members.
shit.
Though.
Frank, fuck you,
Didn't
bro.
give a shit about
She,
me.
like,
Didn't give a shit
my
about
mom,
Jesse.
my dad gives a hug to the dogs. Peace out, brothers.
Peace out. Peace out, fuckers. Yeah.
See you guys. Or not, whatever. Like,
Well, I just remember, like, I don't know, because we are, like, my siblings and I, we are close to an extent.
no, you guys are you guys are one of my favorite dynamics. You're very similar to, like, me and my brother and my sister, completely different people. Like, you're such a close family, but you guys are all so much different. Like,
Yes.
Frankie, Jet, like, Tommy, you guys are all completely different individuals, where it's not even like, you're like Frankie, you're like you guys are
no one's
nothing
the same.
similar, and that's not a bad thing.
No, it's
And
a good thing.
You
Everyone
also
has their
don't
own thing.
look that much similar, which is... like that, I think personally, even funnier about it, because you are like your own little copies of yourselves, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
and, you know, even, like, when I was in high school, I was always traveling for softball.
yeah.
They were always working. Someone was somewhere.
Jeez.
It was like, I never saw them, but we didn't spend that much time together, but when we did, it was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
holidays and
exactly,
and
like
special
holiday stuff
moments,
like that.
yeah.
And in my mind, it was just like, I can't be that sad about leaving them, because it's going to be the same way when I'm in college.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see them that much now, because, you know, they're old. My 2 older brothers are older.
Yep.
My little brother, he has his own life. He's 2 years older than me. He's in
living
high
his
school
Doing his
too.
own thing, yeah.
We all
Living
have
the dream.
we all have different schedules
Yeah.
and different personalities. It's just like, I can't be that sad about leaving you guys when it's going to be the same exact dynamic in college.
Well, and
Yeah,
it's,
right.
It's like it's a sibling thing. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, Grace went to Tampa. Like, my sister literally went to Tampa, and then my brother went to a 2-year school in Delhi, like up in New York, in the middle of nowhere, in New York. So, like, I completely get that too. It was like you're still close to them because they're siblings, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you can't be bummed about it, because you are going to see them the same you did.
Exactly.
But if anything, the relationship will grow.
Exactly,
Because then
'cause you
when
miss
you
each
do
other.
collect, when you see each other, it's like, shit, how are you? Now I
Yeah.
haven't spoken to you or seen
Exactly.
you in 6 months.
Right,
How
right.
everything is. But, like, you hit that spot on, because I literally am not even kidding. Like, I don't think I saw you for like 5 years. Like, here. Like, not even, and that's not a bad thing, but, like,
No,
I literally remember I'd come to Frank's.
He's always out, yeah.
always out.
Always
and
out.
but back in the day, it was softball. Like,
Yeah.
I,
Well,
I
right.
literally would be like, oh, like, where's G? Oh, softball.
Tennessee.
She
For
travels
literally,
yeah, right.
for literally 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, she went from this, and then I saw her, like, 2 years ago. I'm like, oh, hi, G. Like, how are you? You're taller than you used to be. Like,
Right.
yeah. Okay, you're in high school now? Sick. I'm old as fuck. Like, great.
But what's crazy is when she was away, she went most of the time, or like a little more than half the time, you went by yourself. So
All the time.
yeah, all,
Which is
all
crazy.
the time.
Yeah.
Which is
well, your
crazy.
dad was
yeah,
with
and-
you
and
a
awesome.
decent amount, I think, right? Or like a little bit.
My
And then-
Whenever he
freshman
was
year-
able to, also.
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
of course he wants to see me play, but especially after, like, mommy got sick, it was more
Yeah.
like, you're good. Go off.
Right.
And I was fine with that, because, again, I like being by myself. I like knowing that I can, like, handle things by myself.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, it's just, like, comforting and satisfying to know that, like, it's preparing me for something in the real world. I didn't know what yet, because I was 15, but, like, something. And, you know, I was traveling every weekend, whether it was Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Ohio, anywhere. It was, like, mostly by myself, but, you know, I had my headphones in, I had a sweatshirt, a blanket, and
Yeah,
I was,
right.
like,
Just a
comfy
vibe.
cozy on the plane.
What were you like a social butterfly when you first got into college?
100%.
You were.
100%.
Okay.
So at Monmouth, there's res side and academic side, and it's separated by a tunnel that you walk through. On res side, there's all the dorm halls, of course, and then there's this thing that we call a quad. It's like a huge tent. There's lights, there's tables, there's
Yeah, we had
chairs.
something like that too. Yeah.
And, you know, everyone at night, especially when it's warm out, yo, let's go to the quad tonight. Like,
Yep.
let's just hang out. And my first night, I had known some upperclassmen prior to moving in.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what are you doing tonight? I kind of wanted to reach out because it's like different. I wanted to get away from everything that I possibly could, like that I already knew, and like experience new things. Like that's what college is. That's a whole new chapter.
Yeah, right.
So people probably thought I was crazy, but I did meet some of my best friends. I literally went up to people. I was like, "Hi, I'm Gia. What's your name? Like, like what's your Snapchat? Give me your number." Like I didn't know what to do, so I was just like very outgoing.
Who the fuck was that girl?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And
did she just hit on me? Yes.
And like I just met a lot of people, and even if I'm not best friends with some of the people now, like I still have them on Snapchat. I'll still talk to them occasionally. I see them around campus. I see them around Monmouth. Hey, what's up? Like, how are you? Well, let's get lunch soon. Like something just like cordial.
How soon did you know you were going to join the sorority that you're in now?
The third week into school.
Yeah.
I immediately knew.
I'm a similar case, because what I was going to say was I was shy as hell when I first got into college and whatnot, but meeting some people from the fraternity and whatnot opened me up 100%. Yeah. And I kind of knew right away.
Yeah, no, the third week into school, I actually met my big now. And like we hit it off like that, like immediately. And then I met her friends, like, around campus and such, and I was just like, wow, these girls are really, really, really cool. And, whenever we did anything on campus, meet the Greeks, stuff like that, like, they would always be the first table I went to because they are what caught my eye the most. And after getting to know everyone, I was just like, this is what I want to be in, And not only that, it's not just because of the girls, and it's just because of the popularity on campus or the parties that you're going to go to because you're in this organization. Like, there's the reason the reason people should join a sorority is for philanthropy and the like charity cases that they donate to, or like the causes that they're for. Like, and even we have a breast cancer walk on October 3rd for our mom,
of course,
and
the GOAT. Go to the podcast.
And I sent it out to my entire sorority. Yeah. I sent it out to every organization on campus. There's going to be 600 people from Monmouth there on October 3rd.
Really?
This is the one down at the shore, right?
Yes.
Is it the one right on...
or is it the one at Six Flags?
It's Great Adventure.
It's a Great Adventure.
Right. You walk through the park and everything.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I know there's one I used to go. I did prior to the pandemic, and me and Kayla actually were just going because... Not even, like, we didn't have anyone immediately, but Kayla's mom has battled it. Kayla's had to get things removed from her chest and stuff like that because she's had kind of scares. Yeah. But we would do the walk, and then the pandemic hit and stuff. And I think that was in Seaside, I think, right around that area. Yeah, but I think you also just generally have a leg up over a lot of people with fraternities and sororities. And I 100% agree more people should be involved with, like, philanthropy. Yeah. But you have a different case because you were a junior when you were dealing with your mom's thing.
Yeah, the summer going into my junior year.
So that's the thing. You have survived that, the heartache, the hardships, the goods and the bads. And then you got to college, and for you it wasn't just like, well, we have to do this. Where, I don't want to be biased, but a lot of kids are like that, right? Like, we would have probably had a similar thing. Like, when you were younger, like, oh, I don't care. Like, oh, we got to go donate time. Like, that wasn't something, and you feel good about it, but you're like, you don't want to because you're young and you're like, oh, but dude, I want to go party, and you don't want to take time out of your day. Yeah. But then the older you get, the more things that you are involved in, that's when you kind of like have to take that step back and be like, shit, I have to cater my life to this. And exactly 100%. Like you said, I mean, you went in with the basis of not like, well, I want to be in a sorority because like I'm the baddest bitch on this campus. Like that wasn't your goal. But it's like you have all of these other things, and that's just a perk, right? It's like now I can be in this sorority, and I can, I can get in these places, or I can make friends, do this, do that, which is fine. But you had your priorities straight, where a lot of other people don't.
100%. And I also think, obviously, I'm not the only person like that. I think it's a lot about your major, too. Like,
100%, yeah.
I went in as a pre-health studies major, and no matter what I want to do in life, I want to help people. Like, that's just what I want to do.
What are you going to do?
I just changed my major. Actually, I'm a psych major now. Dope. So, as I said before, I went through a lot. Yeah. And, if I can even remotely help anyone that's been in my situation or similar to my situation, like, not just with my mom, but just, like, with, like, self-identity issues. Like, stuff like that, like, not knowing who you want to be or who you are, like, that sucks. And if I could help someone with that, that would make me the happiest person in the world.
This girl's 19, just for the record. Anyone that's watching this, like, she's handling and talking herself like she's our age. So anyone that might be like, oh shit, does this girl have a job yet? No, she's got 2 years until she's out of school. But no, like you're 100% right. Like I think, as I think all of us at this table can kind of attest to, I think we've all dealt with some shit in the past. And, like, that was the same way. I went to school to be a guidance counselor because my guidance counselor in high school fucked me over and didn't send my transcripts out to a school I was going to go to play lacrosse at. So, like, from that point, I was like, well, fuck that. Like, I need to be someone that's an advocate and make sure that no kid ever does what I deal with.
Right.
But life changes, right? But the other thing is like I wear that as a badge of honor now because like I don't want to say I'm 12 years sober like it's a like anything happened, but like I stopped drinking my sophomore year. Literally, the last time I drank was with you in the Poconos.
Really?
That was the last time I drank alcohol in like kind of a like situation.
Wow.
It was the last time I consumed alcohol. So like I was drinking a lot when I was younger, younger than that, and I got to that point in my life, and I was like, "Fuck this!" Like it's just not my thing. So that's where you kind of have to go, right? And you're, and like you're saying it too. You're self-identifying with other things that are not that, but for you to be able to do that at 19 in 2 days, so 18 technically, whatever. That's a hard enough pill to swallow for other people that like they can't, because there's so many people that are my age that still can't figure their shit out. I know kids that still don't know their identity. Like they're trying to, what's my career? What's my life? What's my path? And like you said, your alone time is great, but you need to open up as well because look at us now. Like we literally survived a time where everyone was so enclosed prior to the pandemic. Then the pandemic hit and everyone's like, shit, I'm so depressed. And then everyone started to be more inclined to opening up.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, well, this is what we should have been doing all along, right? So like for you, someone that's been doing that, this is a cakewalk for the pandemic.
No, it was.
Like, yo, hit me up. Like, I'm done with this already.
I thrived in the pandemic.
I 110% agree
I actually
with you.
really did because I was by myself. I mean, my grades were phenomenal my senior year, you know. Because, I mean, my senior year, like, you're taking what? Like, English 4, like, good luck.
Right.
It's like wood shop. She's taking fucking wood shop in her room. She's like, fucking a grind sucks.
And, you know, most of the teachers they haven't been through the COVID pandemic. So,
they
like, they're like, go, do whatever you want. Like, no homework this week. And that for what, the 14 weeks that I was left in school.
You were township, right? I'm not crazy. I bet. I was like, is she in some school somewhere? Like,
no.
She's a township, right?
And and you know, I barely had to do anything, so I was acing. I was like, okay, no worries with school. I started working out again, but not like for like competition or not for softball. It was like to make my body the way I wanted my body to be. I was in the best like looking shape of my life. I was so happy with myself. I was eating healthy. I was going runs on every day. Yeah. And not only that, it was like I was able to like reflect. Like high school's over. Yeah. Like, let's start a new chapter. Let's be like the person that you always.
But you weren't harping on it. But you weren't harping on it, and that's the big thing. Where like I know a ton of kids that were like that, right? Like they lost their time.
Oh my god, so many people were so upset, and I was on it. It's gonna sound so mean, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. I was like, shut up. No, I couldn't hear the crying. Like I cried for my softball season. Yeah. That's the only thing I cried for.
Well, but that's
listen, some people are different. I had a great friend group in high school. They're still my friends. Yeah. But like, I was so excited to leave for college. Yeah. So excited.
Well, but that's also like a huge chunk of your life. Like softball's not like you were like, oh, I missed prom. It's like you don't build up your whole life to go to prom.
Right.
Like
exactly.
You go to high school to go to prom, but like you go to high school to have experiences.
Exactly.
Yeah. You miss softball. Like
exactly.
Like, that's 15 years of your life.
Exactly. And I also just don't think that, you know, even if you were that upset about losing what we didn't get, I don't think the people who took it to an extreme where they were crying for like the whole time where we were in quarantine instead of like, we're going to college in a couple months, guys, like let's get pumped instead of let's getting so sad. It was just like, what? It happened. You're not going back to high school. It happened. Get over it and move on.
Right.
You're not gonna wake up from this fever dream. Like it's not like you're not like.
It's not a dream. It's not a nightmare. Like move on with your life.
That would be a wild dream though if we all fucking woke up in like 2 weeks. Oh shit!
I wake up in AP Psych and I'm like, no fucking way.
I'm sleeping again. That was a dream. Still a junior. My god.
Would you say college has changed you?
100%, and I think you can vouch for that too.
Well, I can vouch for that. I can vouch for that. I did some snooping around for research, right? And I found something in your room. Some digging. I actually have it right here. Could you explain what this is?
That is not in my room. Get the fuck out of here.
Look at what I found in her room, everybody.
That was not in my... First of all, for everyone's record...
Wait. We got some shake right here.
It's that grade A dank.
Grade A dank.
Afghan Kush.
It was
literally
easy to find.
Shut the fuck up.
It was easy to find, too. It was smelling in the room. It was smelling in the room.
It smells wild. I would put this on a pizza in 30 seconds. I don't know where you got that.
So please explain to me where is this coming from, huh?
Your room?
No, I don't smoke anymore.
Was it crispy? Dusals?
Yeah, tell me.
Where'd you get it?
Dusals.
You got it from Dusals?
Yeah.
I mean,
take Dusals.
Yeah,
I
smell
it. I already smelled it when he opened the bag.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she knows the smell of it.
She knows already.
Interesting.
Yeah,
so it wasn't yours, but you know what it smells like.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
All right.
We'll document that.
Yeah, we'll put this in the
file.
files.
Put that in the file. Put that in the file.
the evidence.
Yep. Good.
Yeah, good. I just had to bring that up there. I was so shocked to find that.
See,
you changed.
Frank gave me this water bottle, and he told me it was from your room, and I was wondering why it tastes like straight vodka.
Yeah.
I knew you.
Whatever. 12 years sober down there. Who cares? Oh my god.
All right, I think we're gonna move on to our new segment that we got here today.
Okay.
It's a new segment that we're doing for the very first time on the podcast, and it's called "What's Going On in That Photo or Video?"
Woo!
College edition.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna provide a couple of photos here.
From me?
What?
From like me?
For you, yes.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out.
She's so fucking red right now. If you guys can't see in the camera,
I'm like actually worried.
She may or may not.
Go ahead.
All right, so we got 3 pictures here, and then we got 3 videos here. All right, so what we want you to do is that we're going to present them onto the screen, and then you need to explain what's going on in these pictures or videos.
Okay.
All right, here we go. First picture we got up. This one right here.
Me and Callaway. That's my best friend from Monmouth. His name's Dave, but his last name's Callaway, so we all call him Callaway. He's in Tau Delta Phi.
Okay.
He's going to be a senior this year.
Okay.
That was actually... Oh my god, that was a bad day. That was a horrible day. We had a snow day, so of course we had a snage, obviously.
A snage.
Whoa, a snage. That's a new term.
That straight up sounds like something you should not be saying. No, like pass the snage, or did you hit that snage?
No, it's snow dage.
I know about dages, but snage. I never heard of that before.
Yeah, so
Snaging with G is the title. Snaging with G. It's 100.
Yeah, so we basically, that's his house. He's going to be a senior, as I said before.
Okay.
That's his house. And, classes got called off. We woke up at 11. We were like, let's drink some water.
Have a good time and enjoy ourselves with Scrabble.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we went to his house, and we're just hanging out. And I was like, okay, now it's time for the flicks because I'm in a fun mood.
Uh-huh.
So me and Callaway had a whole photo shoot. I'm surprised that this is the only one you have because there were so many more. But yeah, that's what's going on. That I had black hair. What the fuck was wrong with me?
I have a quick question. A couple questions. One. A lot of people say black hair is only on people that have drug issues. Is that the case? Would you say that is true? Okay, perfect. Number 2, I see peanuts in the background. I just want to be completely transparent. It feels like you were not very smart about that because what if someone had a peanut allergy at the house?
You're right.
And
You're right.
I just don't think that's very inclusive to the people.
They weren't my peanuts.
Yeah, but
there has to be some sort of consideration.
You're in the photo, so the peanuts are technically yours.
You're
so
right.
What if what's his name?
Callaway.
What if he was allergic, like deathly allergic?
Yeah, right.
I mean, then they shouldn't be in his room.
This is after you said "fuck you." Why did you give him peanuts? Oh my god! How could you give him peanuts? He's allergic. Oh my god! That's
something
insane.
like that will hold up in court.
100%.
At least we have it documented now. So we can go back in case we need to.
All right, now we got photo number 2. This one right here. It looks like you're both dressed up as men here in the photo. Probably for some sort of themed mixer or something like that.
It wasn't even a mixer. It was my first new member education after I got my bid.
Mm-hmm.
We had themes every week. So, and since it was virtual, it was like, dress up like this, put your profile picture on Zoom as something embarrassing, like something funny.
So you had a virtual mixer?
It wasn't a mixer.
Oh, what was
new
it?
member education.
Oh, okay.
And just to make it like more fun, because we couldn't do it in person, it was like, let's do themes every week. Like this one, we had to dress up for frat dudes.
Right.
So I got some eyeshadow, I put it on my face, my glasses, like my hat, my friend Christian's hat, my friend Callaway's hoodie, because obviously I'm not in TDP, and that's my roommate Kayla. She dressed, I don't know why she dressed like that, but we were making so many videos that night, like after we got off of new member ed, we just weren't taking it off.
Yeah.
Because it was we were cracking ourselves up. We were like, I took a video and I posted it on my actual story, and I was like, Kayla goes, yo, I'm gonna fuck your shawty, and I actually almost threw up in my mouth. I was like, that's the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. But yeah, that was my first night of new member ed where we had to dress like frat dudes.
I think you both pulled it off pretty well. You
Thank
look
you.
like one sketchy motherfucker.
I know, I
will say that.
I know, I didn't know what to do.
I think I have a couple more questions as well, if that's okay. One, is that a sign for injecting yourself with anything? No, I've seen it before, but I've only seen it with people that have used alcohol and marijuana before. So this is, are you shooting? Are you shooting the alcohol into your arms?
No, definitely
not. Number two, it doesn't seem like you're being very inclusive to men.
Facts.
Because if I was to dress up like you, I think I'd be canceled. So I'm just curious as to why you're allowed to dress up like me. Because I still dress like this, just for the record, with my letters.
That's a valid point. I don't know.
Yeah. Number three, how long did it take you to get rid of your beard that you have in this photo and do not have now in the interview we're doing?
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Makeup wipe.
What do you use?
Makeup wipe.
You don't shave? You just use makeup wipes to remove the hairs from your face?
Yep.
I don't know if that's possible, but I'm going to try that when I go home.
I have some upstairs.
I cannot wait because that shit's going to take...
like sandpaper.
That gets like bleeding. Gee, why are you yelling? No reason! Scraping her face off. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, good. Right. At least we know where this is going.
Yeah. We got photo number 3 now. Now this, Gia, I must say, probably the most embarrassing photo we got of you today. This isn't even at a party house. This isn't even at college. This is in our bathroom at the house. She's being a total degenerate here at her house.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, I guess you have some sort of excuse. It says happy birthday.
Your how old birthday?
18th.
Okay, interesting.
Send me to jail. Do it.
Okay, couple questions. One, what happened to the black hair?
Yeah.
This was before I dyed it black.
Interesting.
Last summer I had lavender silver hair.
Why are you dyeing your hair?
I always wanted to have lavender silver hair, and then my hair went from being really long to really short because I was killing it with the bleach that I was putting in my hair.
Killing it, gotcha.
And
sheesh.
And honestly, I even told my mom this. I always wanted black hair. Always. I always wanted darker hair.
And then you regretted it, right?
Family with all blonde. With a blonde mom and a brown haired dad. I always wanted my hair black. You guys all have black hair. Fucking dirty blonde.
No, honestly, I didn't regret it right after. I actually really liked it at first. My hair grew. It was so healthy, but I did it with box dye. And when I knew I was eventually going to go back blonde. Like, that was always the plan. I just wanted to experiment. And no, I really fucked myself up because since I did it with box dye, and it's like permanent dye that goes in your hair with like all these bad chemicals in it. Like my hair looks like this now. So
you should have done a little bit more research.
100%,
probably
100%. But that was my 18th birthday.
Okay.
I had my family party during the day where I already started to drink, and then my friends came over at night, and I was like, that's why, hence the glasses and the dress and everything. And my best friend Kayla, as you see the private story name, Kayla's Private is Shit Show.
Yeah, Shit Show, yes.
Gotcha, good.
I was like, come with me. Like, I need to get changed. Like, help me up the stairs. We go up the stairs. I was like, I have to throw up. I have to. Like, if I want to keep drinking tonight, I have to just get it out of my system. Right. I throw up. And then you know how sometimes when you throw up from alcohol, it's like either you feel like a brand new person or
you still feel like
10 times
shit.
worse.
Yeah. Or sleepy, whatever. You want to go to bed. Yeah.
I was out for the count.
Yeah.
Donezo.
Oh, God.
How early into the night was this when all your friends were still there?
Frank was partying with your friends. So, guys, you guys want to chill?
It's funny because after this picture was taken, I remember Kayla giving me like a couple bottles of water, and I was like, okay, and then I kept actually drinking, but probably 11:45.
Yeah.
11:30.
Okay.
So not even 24 hours into your birthday. Good.
No, not at all.
Another thing that might have been killing your hair was the shampoo. Did you ever look into that? Did you ever maybe think of using natural shampoos and not ones that kill animals?
Oh, I don't use that.
Okay, great. Maybe. We'll see.
I already looked into that.
I think she's a liar, but whatever.
No.
Have to do some
3.
I always
investigating
look
after
it's
that.
paraben and sulfate free.
Soap. Ever heard of it? Because that soap in there is brand new, never been used. So why was the soap there? And why does it look like it's never been used?
You can blame Frankie on this one too, because that's not just my bathroom. That's Frankie, Jesse, and Thomas.
See, but I know Frank, and he tells me he bathes at least 14 times a day. So for you, I'm just curious why you're in the bathroom and the soap is brand new. Because my theory is you went in there to shower and or use the bathroom and then decided, you know what, I don't want to use soap this time around and left it there brand new.
Right. I mean, if I remembered this day,
okay,
I would tell you my
memory loss. Write that down. Memory loss. Gotcha. Dyed hair, memory loss. Those are the two big symptoms.
And what are you drinking right there? Truly, it's looking like in there. Okay. All right.
Just water brand.
Just water branded Truly. All right. We are going to move on to the video sections now.
Wonderful.
Now, these could get a little bit more embarrassing, per se.
That's fine.
We'll see what happens.
If you got them, how the fuck did you get these?
That's disclosed information. I can't tell you
Yeah,
where.
we'd love to tell you about
Did you like go on my phone?
I've been working on it as a super sub.
Well, I did tell you I did my research one way or the other.
I literally have been going to Monmouth now for fucking 2 years just to get all this information.
All of it.
This interview's 2 years in the making. Remember that guy John you saw at that party last year?
Private investigator.
Yeah, right. Surprise.
All right, moving on to our first video here. Let me make sure the volume's on for it.
Interesting.
Now, did you break the toilet seat, Gia?
No, I didn't. It was already broke.
Have you ever used a toilet before?
Yeah, that toilet?
No, a toilet, because that's not how you use one.
Yes.
You have to put the
No.
seat up first.
Yes, I've used the
Usually
toilet.
people will pull their pants down and then use said bathroom. But
I love that video. Okay, so basically, I got initiated. That was like the first party back out, our first mixer, and my big made it her mission to, demolish me.
with water.
with water.
Yep, consuming water. Gotcha.
And safely, by the way.
Of course. Never would be unsafe. This is a safe podcast.
Right, yeah.
So
drugs or alcohol out the window.
So those are actually all my housemates that I'm living with this year.
Mm-hmm. Dope.
We're in the bathroom and I'm, some might say, intoxicated.
From water, just
From
drinking
water.
too much
Probably
water.
just overly hydrated.
Well, you're only supposed to
yes.
drink a gallon. Once you cross that threshold, it's kind of fucking anyone's
kinda-
game.
yeah, right.
Listen, once it's out the window after a
And
gallon.
there was a lot of people there, and we all went to the bathroom because we needed a break. Something put. Do you have a hair tie? Do you have a hair? Just something.
Yeah.
And we're all
Girls
in
start
there
bartering
and
in the bathroom, like, I'll trade you fucking
trade you
two
this.
nail
no,
clippings.
literally,
for
and we're all
fucking
like
hair.
patting our face, we're sweating, we're dancing, whatever, and then we go into the bathroom and we're like, is that anybody even going fucking pee? Because if not, get the fuck out of my way. I'm sitting down for a minute, and that's that video.
How did that toilet break?
I don't know. It was broken when we went in there.
All right. I was under the assumption you broke that.
No, I did not break that toilet.
I have one thing. English. Have you ever spoken it before?
Yeah, I know.
Just
Me
curious.
And my friends always say that.
It's a lot of
we
words.
watch this video a lot.
A lot of words I didn't understand in that.
that
I mean,
video,
we'll break it down. I've been spending 2 years trying to figure it out, and we haven't been able to crack it. So I'm just happy.
It's funny because the first time I ever watched that video, I was like, "What the fuck did I say?" And I watched it like 10 times before I was like, "Oh."
Okay, that's what I was. Yep.
I was like
together.
phoning a friend. I was like, "What the fuck did I say in this video?"
She's fucking living on Jeopardy. Can I phone a friend, please?
Yeah,
what?
right.
Can I buy a vowel? Gee, we're in the fucking bathroom of a frat party. I need you to focus. I need you to get your head in the game, sister.
All right, we are moving on to video number 2. I like this video. This next one coming up. Definitely plenty of questions when it comes to this
great,
one. So
awesome.
let's just
love the questions.
Let's just move on to it.
Ton, so.
Here we go.
Okay. Good.
This is that's pretty much it for the most part.
That is the whole video.
Now, nothing even had to be said with the amount of questions that I have for this thing. So, number 1, how hydrated were you in this video?
Yeah,
hydrated.
Hydrated.
Pretty hydrated.
Hydrated as fuck.
Now,
Gatorade and water.
Both.
Both? Okay.
Awesome.
Mio?
Fuck. Should have known it, dude.
Secret weapon, right? Yeah.
I was asking myself what it was. It was Mio.
It was Mio. Now, I gotta say, you have some skill for being that overly hydrated and still able to record yourself. And whatnot.
No, that's my talent.
That's your talent.
That's honestly, you know what's funny? I think this is like, I think this is for everyone that goes to college right now, especially because like social media, even from when you guys were in college, has evolved so much that like no matter what, if something's funny, I don't care if you're like coherent or not. You whip out your phone and like save it for the memories. Like yeah. Okay. And you know this was Halloween, so
Halloween.
Well, Halloween. I think this was on Wednesday.
Another good term we can add to the dictionary of shit I fucking don't have a clue over.
This was Halloween. This was either Thursday or Wednesday. No, it was a Thursday because the next day started Halloween.
So is it a holidarty or a hall darty? How do I preface that? How do I word that? Party.
So it was Halloween. What are you wearing? Were you dressed up?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
As?
Sorry.
Easy.
It's the oregano. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Perfect. Hydrate a little more, please.
This night, I was Little Red Riding Hood.
Okay.
And no, I wasn't obviously wearing that flannel. I had a corset thing on that was tied really tight. So like with all the water I was drinking, I was getting really full.
Sure.
So and the tight corset was not helping me. So I went up to my friend Renee, who at the house that's in. That was actually after the party. After the house that's in. Her boyfriend lives there, so I was like, I need you to get me like something. I need to take this off.
You definitely did not return this, did you?
I did return it, but last week.
So a while. It took a while.
Yeah. Girls are the worst.
So she gave me that, and I was just like, whoa. And then I went to the bathroom. We all know what happened in the bathroom, and.
Well, I'll tell you what. It seems like you're in the bathroom right now. You were very close to the last picture that we saw, where you probably could have, ended up taking a nap over in the tub again.
I have a few things. The backsplash selection. Do you have a comment on that and why it's so tacky? The blue and the gray and the white on the tiles. They look terrible.
You know what's so sad though? This was like my favorite house.
Really?
Like this was like my freshman year house.
Okay.
That's where this is the video that this was taken in. That was Callaway's house, the person for the first picture. So I was there all the time. But, I never really noticed the design until now.
I've been
you probably weren't paying attention over
I was not paying attention.
I'll be completely honest. I didn't even look at you in this video. I was just looking at the backsplash. That's the only thing I was looking at.
But, that is tacky. I don't like that at all.
Another question. The earring selection. There's a saying with it, and I won't allude to it, but why?
They're not mine.
Okay.
They were one of my housemates.
Gotcha.
For this year. We all got ready at their apartment for every night of Halloween party.
So you just stole them?
No. I was like, I need earrings to go with this, and she gave me that. I really fucked myself up in this because I remember getting ready for this party. I had red ass lipstick on. I had fake eyelashes on. Not there.
The eyelashes might be still on, but they might not fully be on.
No, they're off. They're off.
Okay.
My hair was in a half up, half down, all curled and looking nice.
And
I
back
had
to blonde.
Sparkles on my face. Where the fuck are they? Yeah, that's
completely gone.
Yeah.
That's
a lot could change in one fateful night.
Yeah, good. Yep. Okay.
All right, now we're gonna move on to our last thing that we have to present. This video, I like a lot as well.
Okay, wonderful.
So here we go.
Excited for it.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for this shit? Flip the camera.
Oh yeah, I just did that. Oh yeah.
Okay. Now.
All right, good. We're excited. This is great.
First off.
Awesome.
First off,
okay,
you were probably feeling no pain in this video as well, right? Yeah. The other thing, you call me cringy all the time. This is my time to call you cringy.
You're
now
both
with that
cringe.
dance.
I want complete clarity on this. You're both very cringe.
Yeah.
Just off of the video I'm watching, I can be the bystander here. There's a fine line, and you're both riding it very, very aggressively right now with what I'm watching here. But
another thing that I observed in this was that guy was like, This bitch wanted me to flip the camera.
Nico,
you just see his face. It's like, oh, all right, I guess so.
Yeah.
I'll entertain you for right now.
This was New Year's Eve, and New Year's Eve gotta go hard. But
With water consumption.
Yeah, with water, but not hard enough where you don't get so full from the water that you don't make it to midnight. Obviously.
Yeah.
So,
Dasani, Poland Springs.
Poland Springs.
Yeah,
I find it
good.
later on the stomach.
Yep, gotcha. Perfect. All right, great.
So, this video, wow. So me and Nico, this was like winter break, obviously, and winter break usually, most of the time I was at school. I really didn't come home, and
because she hates us.
No, I really like school. I think I'm like my best self when I'm there, but I remember me and Nico did this thing first semester. He lived right above me in my dorm.
Wow.
So
was it a guy floor, girl floor?
No, it was all co-ed, but
Okay.
above us, he was in a triple that everyone hung out in. They put a projector and a movie screen in there, and we would have movie nights every night.
Gotcha.
Like, it was
yeah.
awesome,
That's
especially
cool.
when we were pledging. It was like, we got nothing fucking better to do. Let's have movie nights.
Yeah.
So, he lived in the triple above us, and we got really close, and I just remember first semester, we would always take videos of each other and be like, get ready for your fucking birthday. Like, this is going everywhere. So we would always, like, take embarrassing videos of each other. And obviously, when you're feeling no pain, it's like, let's do the weirdest shit possible. Like, let's just have fun. And, yeah.
What would you call that dance that you performed there? Is there a name for that? Or is it just something that came on the fly?
I would say it's a mix between Crank That Soulja Boy and Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah, that's good.
And even a little mix,
Easily,
because she was doing a little bit of this, too.
Yeah.
Maybe some Jersey Shore fist pumping in there as
Yeah,
well.
no, listen, I can confidently and proudly say that I have never done this dance again after this night. Maybe I did it multiple times that night, but
As far as you know.
Is this am I stepping over the line with saying you may or may not have a few more nights like that and might have done that dance again and might not know it?
100%.
Could be a
Wonderful. So
signature
you're
move
giving
for
us
you.
false information basically
Well, I
by
know a
saying you've
signature
never
move
done
for
it
me.
before.
I do know a signature move for me is
Okay.
like, for some reason, the frat that I usually go to, there's always a counter. And
Just a counter.
bitches love elevated surfaces.
That is accurate. Yes.
Bitches
correct.
love elevated surfaces, and I'll just go up there and I'll be like,
Is it marble, wooden? What kind
all
of
of the above.
I don't know if that's physically possible.
No,
but
not
great.
in one counter, but like
okay, great,
at
awesome.
different
Any
houses.
type. I don't care what kind of counter I use. It just doesn't.
Yeah, as long as it's counter.
I have a few things. One, a lot of people say that dancing is part of the devil's worship in music. Would you agree with that?
I know.
No? Okay, great. Two, you were being very bossy in this video. How do you
Facts.
feel about that?
I think that's like the camaraderie between me and my friends.
Gotcha. Okay, write that down. Camaraderie is also something that comes up. Okay.
Yes.
At school, we're like very fake mean to each other, but
Fake mean.
like
Or just mean?
no, it's fake mean because honestly, like our version of having fun is being like ew,
Is
like,
being mean
fuck
to each
you.
other.
No, it
Okay,
is.
sick.
It is.
Welcome to college,
It
bitch!
is, though, like it really is. If you saw me and my friend group interact, you would be like, "Do you actually hate each other?" And we're like, "No," because
Yeah.
the thing is, like, if something went wrong,
Gotcha.
like,
Right,
flipped.
right.
But that's like kind of how we are.
It's also fun
Yeah.
to be like
It's
that.
fun
Yeah.
to be like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, like, fuck you, I hate you both so much, yeah. Frank, can you play the video one more time, though? I wanted to break something down really quickly
Absolutely.
in live in real time.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Are you guys ready
if we
for
watch the
this?
video,
Flip the camera.
flip the camera, so yelling, like I said,
Yeah.
you know, concerning, right here, dance, okay, perfect.
Oh yeah, I just did that.
Bottle of water in the hand, so I appreciate the hydration is staying on point. Number two, back to the hair. Black hair again.
Yeah.
Concerning. Worried for you. This is only because we care.
Right.
The only reason why we had you on was we wanted to talk about this.
Right.
Yeah.
Other issue. Laundry. You ever do it before?
Oh, the holes.
Yeah.
The jeans.
Yeah.
Just did you do your laundry at the house and it just didn't work out and you just said fuck it, I'm gonna go, because you're basically wearing shorts. Because 90% of your leg is showing.
Right.
Just I want full clarification on this.
I feel
yeah,
like
no,
jeans
we'll
out.
play it again. Play it again.
What's even the point of wearing jeans when they're like
Knees out for the boys, I get it. I mean, you know, that's the motto. But, I mean, can you pause it when it comes time, Frank? Do you have availability?
Yeah.
Right there. You missed it. Go back a little, please.
Yep.
Also, Black socks with white shoes is something I'm very anti. So I would love for us to kind of work through that after.
We can work through that.
After
we can work through this whole outfit actually.
But this is interesting. You know, I mean, that's a lot of thigh. And I'm a 5-inch inseam guy. You need to show 80% of your thigh as I'm doing right now. But yeah, you should just be wearing shorts. And I don't care what season it is. You should be that guy on campus that's just like the short wear.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
So, as I said, this was New Year's Eve, so I obviously...
It's cold.
I came home to actually get, like, what I wanted to wear for it, because I stayed the night before and then the night after.
Because you were gone from campus already at this point. Like,
yeah, I had to move out of...
Yeah.
But I was staying at my friend's, like, upperclassman's house. That, obviously, they didn't have to leave, so... At first, a couple weeks before this, when we were still on campus, not winter break yet, we had a Christmas party, and we went all out. Like
holiday. Christmas isn't, it's not considerate to people that don't believe in Christmas, just for the record.
So I was wearing, like a very festive outfit.
We're not getting canceled today.
Not today.
Very festive outfit. So I was, like, asking all my friends who went to New Year's the year before and the year before that, like, what am I wearing to this? And they were like, you know, usually people dress up more, but because of COVID, like, the parties weren't as big.
Lit.
So they were like, you know, you could wear a skirt. We wore dresses last year, but honestly, this year I think I might just wear jeans. And I was like, okay. Gotcha. I had just gotten these jeans. I ripped them that night getting ready because I was.
You ripped them yourself.
Okay. No. They had huge rips in them.
Okay. But you ripped them more.
I ripped them more.
Okay.
Because when I was getting dressed, my foot went into, like, the edge of the rip, and
gotcha.
I went...
So you had to do the other side of the same
sort of deal? You also said you were very
or?
Athletic, so it might be your thighs were just...
Yeah, I'm just so huge and swole.
Yep. It looks like you could deadlift at least 405 in this picture, so that's why I was, you know...
For sure. I mean, just look at your face. You look very determined during this.
Very determined.
You know, it's funny, when I sometimes, when I get overhydrated...
Gotcha.
I become the most aggressive version of myself. I remember when I got initiated... I literally was so hydrated that I was just like, anyone who, like, didn't have a cup of water in their hand, I would be like, what the fuck are you doing?
You were a bully, huh?
Yeah, it seems like you're back to this whole bullying thing.
Again, wait.
Whoa. Seems like we're...
Whoa. Again, that's how my friend group at school is.
Okay.
If you're like... If you're like...
Overhydration is really... She's starting to see shit.
If you're going to a party, especially on initiation day, like, you haven't drank water for the past 6 weeks, however long it was.
Gotcha.
What are you doing?
I will say, off of just, you know, not being a doctor, I don't think it's physically possible for someone not to drink water for 6 weeks straight, but I will let you go with that because... Yeah, I don't know how to respond. So I'd love to know the survival tactics because personally I would love to get in touch with Bear Grylls, get you on some type of survivor based game. If you can survive with 6 weeks without water, that's 100%. So it's crazy.
All right, and that'll do it for our segment of what's going on in that picture or video.
Yeah, it was a blast.
I thought it was gonna be a lot worse.
Well, I just got what I was given, so we had to work with that, you know.
Fair.
Yeah.
I was at all these parties just for complete.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
I was at every single one of them. Back with a fucking bigger mustache. Hello, young kids. Can I get some alcohols from you? He's got a truly.
Truly, thank you.
Trolley.
Yeah. All right. I think that's all we got for you in this interrogation that we put on you for the most part.
It's part one. You'll probably be back in the second half of the podcast.
Oh yeah. We'll have you back on after
She's a senior.
Your next year. We'll have
more
some
embarrassing pictures, more embarrassing videos.
This should be a 2 year build up at least.
2 year build up,
part two of
the
only interview that matters.
To see how much you've matured and growed more. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Donatello also was the name I came up with as your alter ego.
Oh.
Yep. Like not you, but also a dude version of you as the
I like
Donatello.
that.
So like Donatello with G.
Gotcha. You know what's funny? People call my alter ego my real name.
Gia? Oh, Regina.
I was going to say, I was
so
wait, what?
Yeah.
I just learned something because I'm fucking lost.
No.
My real name, I'm like, Gia.
I can just imagine you going wild and people just be like, all right, Regina.
Yeah, no.
Like,
or like my
down.
friends will be like, Reg, like.
What's your middle name?
I don't have a middle name.
Yeah, I do.
Middle name bias.
I'm a special one. Yeah, that's right.
Jesse James, Thomas Edward, just Regina McKnight.
Well, probably just because you have Gia. You know,
what's your confirmation
like your
name? Question.
Rose.
You should go by Rose.
You know, my boyfriend actually said that. My boyfriend was like, since you don't have a middle name, Regina Rose McKnight, get your shit together.
You honestly should do that because then you can also hide your profile. Like better, you can use your middle name and then your real name, which is your fake name.
True.
Yeah,
so
a lot
when
of people
stalkers
do
come
that.
to find you, you can be Regina Rose.
Yeah,
That's really
And you can.
that's facts.
Yep.
That is facts. But whenever I get like feel no pain,
yeah.
they're like, "Oh, Reg is out tonight, guys."
Yeah.
Feel no pain.
Reg is
like
here.
a model of like a Ed Hardy shirt. Feel no pain. Fucking bedazzled my jeans. Let's get out, boys. Like, God.
But alrighty then, that'll do it for us for the most part. Gia, thank you for joining the podcast. Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
It's a blast.
Luke, thank you for joining me
course.
here, helping me out, interrogating my sister.
I had to be here for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so weird because you got, well, obviously you've known me my whole life, but you've basically known me my whole life. He was my fucking camp counselor, where like if I like said anything like I was like, frick, and be like, don't say that.
Yeah, right.
Telling your fucking brother after that.
And now he's like looking at videos of me like blacked out in a bathroom.
So, was this after dodgeball or Foursquare? Was this videotape?
All right, guys, that'll do it for us. So if you did enjoy this episode, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Also, follow us on Instagram at Podcast with Frank. I'll be posting clips of this podcast along with other projects that I'm working on for you to check out. Facebook and Twitter at Frank Videos. And with all that being said, that'll do it for us. So have a good night and peace out. A very special episode for you guys today, as we have a very big crew with us today. It actually happens to be our whole Freehold crew that we used to hang out with in middle school, high school, and believe it or not, still to this day. I'll go in order here. We got Chris Smalley, TJ Comack, Patrick Williams, Jake McWater, Nick Chorman, Tom Craig, and Nick Scalacci. The gang is all here, and then this next one is called Frank and Pat Titanic.
Oh, this guy.
Oh my god! I always wanted to recreate this.
Yeah, look at me in the background.
This next one is also one. I think I'm in this photo. I really couldn't tell. I called this one Rock Band.
I forget all this.
Shout out, AB
This
Carpet.
is way too far back. We're going way too deep right now.
This next picture, I'm not even gonna say the title of because it's pretty self-explanatory.
It's gonna be me. Yeah.
Best pictures.